Welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you are new. My name is Shenteria, and in this video I'm going to talk about this makeshift voiceover recording box that I have created right here. So if you're new to my channel, welcome, and let me give you a little bit of backstory. I've been a professional voiceover artist for the past 7 years or so, and with voiceovers I have voiced a wide range: radio commercials, cartoon characters, e-learning courses, explainer videos, so many more. I have provided audio files for companies such as AT&T, NCAA, Humana, Cantu, First Alert, Ford, Volvo, a wide range of them, and my most recent client has been a number of researchers from Harvard University. They're employed by Harvard University and Stanford University. So that's pretty awesome. And I started out very small and things have just been going up from there. Now, as a voiceover artist, I love traveling. I love going places. My husband and I love traveling. So right now we're in Illinois at a duplex that he actually owns here. We own one together that's up the street further. And so we're here now getting it together so we can get new renters in after a few things happen. And so obviously I'm traveling. I don't have my recording studio or booth that I have in Vegas at home. So I need something to be able to record with. And if you're a voiceover artist, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It gets frustrating because you're like, where do I go? Do I actually pay to go to a booth somewhere to record a couple of files or something like that? But I love working from home, and so I created this makeshift box, and it's not expensive at all. It's probably like maybe 30 bucks to put it all together. What costs the most is actually just the acoustic sound panels, which actually doesn't even cost much either. You can find one online. I actually used this big thing right here and just cut it up into different parts, and obviously it's the top and it's the two sides, and I can actually put something in the back as well behind the microphone, but I figured that would be good enough just putting it on the sides for it, and it actually does work out pretty well. So as you can see, there's the acoustic sound panels that are around and inside of the actual box itself. And it's a tiny box, obviously, that is only able to fit my microphone and the pop filter inside of it. As you can see, there's my microphone back there, and there's the pop filter. And it actually does work out pretty well because I'm in such a big room right now that this actually isolates the sound. And yeah, my clients they were excited to get the audio. It worked out pretty well. So I'm in a big room right now, and obviously it's harder to be able to record in such a big room, and with me being in Illinois, I wanted a desk type environment, and we're only here temporarily for the next 2 weeks now, and so we will have been here for 3 weeks by the time we leave. And so I went to a co-working space that's in Fairview Heights. I'm actually in Belleville, Illinois right now. And in the co-working space, like, I asked the lady who owns it, which is she's a wonderful, nice lady, if I could use one of the rooms, because obviously with co-working, you're out in the open. Like, you're not just gonna be able to record some audio there. And so I asked her if I could use one of the actual rooms, and she said, yeah, that'd be fine. And it's still a pretty decent sized room. Like, it's not like the smallest room, and it's an office space. And so I ended up recording underneath the desk because I needed some type of isolation, and record underneath the desk, and that's really difficult to do. I had to bring my laptop underneath there and put my microphone and have the arm where it just was so complicated. But I did that for about, I think, 2 days in a row. I had to record audio, and I was like, okay, I have to do something different. And so I came up with this idea, which I had tried it before, and it was really bad. I did not like it. And my issue with creating the voiceover boxes is the fact that when you're recording, which is also an issue with this one, is that obviously, you know, when you're recording, your mouth has to be here, but it's like, where's the script gonna go? If you haven't memorized the script, then you have to do like this, like you're recording, like trying to make your mouth be here, and the phone that I'm actually recording the script from is right here. And so difficult, it's so complicated. But I have yet to find a voiceover box that will work in terms of actually having the phone there, so you can actually record, or having your script some way projected. And so maybe I'll just create some type of a prototype for it, because so far this is difficult. But it works out for the audio, even though I'm like, and you know, trying to read the script here and trying to record it with the microphone being here. So it's somewhat complicated, but it works out when you're on the road, you're traveling. It's a temporary solution. And yeah, it does work, because being underneath the desk sucked, but it worked out for when I needed it. And it was when we had first got here. And yeah, but so this is a really cheap option for you if you're traveling and you need a temporary solution. When we go to Japan for a month, I'm definitely gonna have to find some box. So this box came from, we actually have the Blink cameras that we bought from Costco to add some security to this duplex. And so the product came inside of this box, and I was like, okay, well now I have a box. And obviously I had these acoustic sound panels from whenever I come here, because we have properties here. And so we had kept it inside the cellar of one of our properties. And just like I said, this big acoustic sound panel just fit inside of that box. And obviously there was more of it left. I didn't use all of it, and I could put some more also inside of the back behind the actual microphone itself. But it's a very inexpensive option, and it will work for you if you're doing voiceovers. And if you're just starting in voiceovers, this could be a great cheap option for you to get started. And yeah, that could be pretty cool. Oh, and let me say this, another issue that I was having with the voiceover boxes is the fact that they don't have a hole underneath to where the cord goes for audio interfaces. So it's like most of the voiceover boxes are catered to either if you have a USB microphone that you use, because you have the option to put that on the mic stand, and you can also have the cord to plug it into your laptop. But if you have a microphone that runs from phantom power or audio interface, there's an issue, because you can't actually plug it into you can't have the cord coming out, but the cord has to come out when you have it plugged into phantom power or audio interface. It has to have that plug come out, and the voiceover boxes that I've seen, they don't have that hole in the bottom for you to be able to do that. So that's another issue when it comes to the voiceover boxes. But obviously when you create your own, you can cut a hole in the bottom where that cord will actually come up to and connect to your microphone, so that you can actually power it and record audios. And so for me, obviously this is temporary, and but my client, it worked out for my clients, thankfully. But for long-term solution, I don't suggest this, especially when you're making more money. Like over time, when you start to make more money, you'll have to find a more permanent solution, some type of studio booth, or obviously a closet is the best thing, because that's actually what I use. But yeah, so this is a temporary solution when you're traveling and you need somewhere to be quiet, to have quiet and actually be able to record audio. So this actually works for my clients, which is surprising, but it does pretty good. It does the job, and that's what matters. So hopefully this video was helpful in some type of way if you're doing voiceovers or you're starting to get into voiceovers, because this actually does work. And I was excited to know that, because I did not want to go back to the co-working space and record audio underneath the desk again. That was just, it was too much. And I was like, okay, yeah, I know this is way too much. But yeah, so this works out. And yeah, this worked for you. And it taught you something new or gave you a new idea, then definitely give me a thumbs up on the video to let me know this is great content. And of course, obviously subscribe to my channel for more great videos like this. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Happy freelancing. One last thing. So the reason why I have it set up on these two boxes and with this actual water bottle is because I initially had put it on my tripod, and that was working for a little bit. So this ceiling here is slanted. So I was putting it up against the slant, and I had the box in between, and this flap here was up, and it was like holding it. And then at one point it just was not holding it anymore. And so that sucked, because it could have fallen and broken my microphone. And so I will not put it up there anymore. It's not solid enough. A tripod does not have a square base at the top of it to be able to hold that up. So that was out of the question. But if you have a tripod that will work, or some type of a tray or something that will hold it up there, then that might work better. But I had to take it off of that, but it worked for a little bit, and then it was like, okay, no more, that's it. But happy freelancing.